Let's go ahead and record. All right, guys, top of the day. Happy February 24th. Hopefully, everything is all good and well with each of you. I'm excited to be where we are. I'm excited about the weather starting to change. And thank God we are not in places like New York right now that are experiencing some of the worst snow that they've had in decades. And so, we have the fortunate ability to be here in California, go and do what we do. And so I'm excited. I wanted to officially welcome Philip to the team, officially welcome Diana to the team, and welcome Anna Oliver back to the team. She was a team member with us back in the days. And so excited to have you on here. Diana, I didn't know you were a singer. Bring more of that to the forefront, make that more of your content. I'm here for that style of content. So great to see you. Great to have you on. I'm going to push it over to Karina for a quick teaching moment of the week. So over to you, Karina.
Alrighty, so we're seeing an uptick in released team members due to probably not paying their association funds. So the fees, I should say. So that's anything with the MLS, Association of Realtors. It is required that you be part of the association in order to be under eXp as a brokerage. They will release you on the DRE. You will not collect a paycheck. You will not be able to list homes, help your buyers, your sellers, etc. So, or collect referrals. So you really need to keep those dues up. Even if you do a quarterly plan, that's a great way to go if you can. I know it's expensive. I know it's tough, but you got to keep that up as a business expense. So please pay those dues or you'll get released and then you have to go through the whole rejoin with the DRE, rejoin the eXp. It's a pain in the butt. So please take care of that at your earliest convenience. Thank you.
Someone's sharing their screen. I think it's JJ. That's weird. Thank you,
Hey,
JJ.
Jay. I
JJ, can you stop sharing your screen? JJ, stop sharing your screen. Thank you. Thank you for the quick tutorial on Treadway or whatever that was. Appreciate you. But yes, you guys, make sure to pay your dues, plan accordingly, have that set up on a quarterly takeout from your account. You guys just make sure that you are doing what is required of you. So let's go ahead and get started. We had a very, very busy week. And so if you're new to the call, what we do is we do rapid fire. We cover all of the production and we do also do team announcements and share what's going on in our world. We're going to make some quick announcements in just a moment here, but let me go ahead and pull up my screen. Before we get rolling, Molly, anything on your mind that you want to share before we kick this thing off?
No, I'll wait till the end.
All right, perfect. All right, cool. Let's roll. Boom, bam. I'm going to go present. All right, cool. All right, guys, let's get right into this and let's go to new escrow. So it was a busy week and great to see Tanisha on the board again. She's just really finding her stride and it's really great to see you on the board once again, TT. Jessica Hernandez, once again, continuing that course that she was on last year. She was in our top, I believe it was top 10 from last year. And she's still, relatively new. She's been in the business for about 3 years. So it's really good to see you guys keeping that momentum. Adeline got in contract in Vallejo. Rashana got in contract. She came back to us from Atlanta. She was out there for a couple years, rejoined the team. She got in contract in Antioch for 520. So congratulations to you. Kuhn got in a contract for 550 and Lisette got in contract out in Brentwood. So congratulations to you two. I don't see them on the screen today. So we're going to continue cruising on. Sunny and Andrea Lamadora, aka Mama San, got in a contract in Oakland for 640. It's going to be Mama San's birthday this week. And so we're looking forward to celebrating you. I think it's 44, 45. Don't count, don't hold me to that, but happy early birthday to you, Miss Mama San. V got in a contract in Fairfield and Kelly Hilker got in a contract out in Brentwood. So congratulations, ladies. Good to see your name in lights and great to see the production. And then Joseph and Alyssa got in a contract out in Vallejo on an Op City deal. Yes, Dan, we're still closing Op City deals, bro. There was a
Guess
time where
so.
you say again?
I said, guess so. Joseph's still working it.
That's right. That's right. There was a time where we received a lot more Op City leads back in the days, but obviously that has kind of diminished over the years. But it's good to see that Joseph is still nurturing those leads and getting them full circle. Asira got in contract in Mountain House, and then Miss Evangeline and Roxanne, the dynamic duo. I love seeing this, you guys, out in Seaside, 735. Now I'm going to go to Evangeline. You're on the call today, bi-coastal. Let's go, my friend. Tell us about this deal. Tell us about this transaction. Tell us about your strategy. Let's roll.
Yeah, super excited on this one. These were my neighbors out in Seaside when we were stationed out that way. They were renting. So I've obviously told them I'm an agent and helped them get through the pipeline. It's been a long time coming. They were working with Vivian to get pre-approved because they had some credit issues. So it's been a year actually in the making. Saw this house this time last year off market. And this was really the one for him, but he wasn't even ready yet anyway. So he was still working on getting pre-approved this whole past year. Suddenly, yeah, and he was like looking at things here and there in passing. And even though he wasn't pre-approved, I said, well, it's all in the neighborhood 2 minutes from me. So I'll open doors for you. It's fine. Sure enough, it finally comes on the market and he's like, I've been searching all year and I think this is actually the one. So we got into contract really quickly. And Roxanne's holding it down for me since now I'm stationed in Virginia. So
Okay. And everything going okay for you?
it is, it is. So thanks for asking. Getting accustomed to the East Coast life, but business is booming in the Bay and Monterey. So blessing,
Hey,
blessing.
listen, I appreciate what you're doing. You're hustling, but you were doing that from Monterey County to the Bay Area. Now you just put a little bit more distance between us. But my friend, you always got us for support here. So I appreciate you. Hopefully baby is doing well and hopefully you're acclimating to the new weather and oh, look at her little ponytail. Hi. So cute, my friend. All right. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to Hane, and we'll continue cruising on. So let's go here. Going back to the board here. Eric King got in a contract in Oakland. Timothy and Sierra got in contract on a Zillow preferred for 925,000. So congratulations to each of you. Anna Oliver back on the scene, homegirl. How you doing? Putting up a deal for 350 in Oakland, a listing that you represent. You want to talk to us a little about what you experienced in the Oakland market at that price point?
Yes, this is a fixer-upper repeat client. It fell out, but now we're renegotiating selling two of his fixer-uppers. This one fell out because the client, he's selling the property with the tenant in it, and we found out it was a one-bedroom voucher instead of a two-bedroom voucher because she's been there 30 years. So the client decided he wanted to pull out. But I have two fixer-uppers. I have one at 9725 Holly and this one on 88th Avenue with the tenant. Holly is vacant and he'll sell both for 303 apiece. So he wanted to do a
Wow.
package deal.
Okay, cool. Make sure to put that in Slack as well, my friend. There's an off-market channel. Yeah, because that sounds like a great opportunity for the right person. So, Anna, it's really good to have you back on. Hopefully
Thank
all is
you.
well. Tell your brother I said hello as well. All right, let's go over to you, Dan. Dan and Lynn. This is actually Lynn's first deal on this listing. So, Dan, you want to talk to us about this strategy, what worked and represent for both of you guys? Let's roll.
Sure, sure. So this was an interesting one on a couple of fronts. This was a client who fired me 2.5 years ago, and they bought this house and did not use me as their realtor, mostly because I didn't speak Vietnamese, and they decided to go with a realtor who did, which is very understandable. But I stayed in good contact with the son, who I was primarily talking with, and just stayed engaged with him, kept him on occasionally touching base because we had a good relationship. And 2.5 years later, he reached back out and said, "Hey, we got relocated back to the Bay Area. We were commuting 2.5 hours from Sacramento down to San Jose. We didn't like our realtor that we used before. Can you help us sell our house?" And it's like, yeah, sure. And so reached out to Lynn, who does speak Vietnamese on the team. He just joined. He's from Sacramento and also lives in the Bay, so he's going to help us help them buy a house out in the Bay Area on the other side of this as well. So worked out super well. Really, really great lesson. And just you never know, stay in contact with everyone if you've got a decent relationship. And then the negotiation on this was really surprising. We priced it at 420. I ran comps. I thought it was 410 to 415, and 420 was being pretty generous. And we got three offers within 4 days and it went pending at 325 or 432. So it's a
Wow.
pretty good one.
I love that. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to Lynn. And let me just make sure that you guys know that when you go into our roster, I'll drop this down below. You guys are able to see all the languages that your team members speak. So in this case, if you ever needed a partner agent, I'm going to drop this here. This is also something good to share when you're talking to somebody about our team and what we offer and, kind of our flow and our energy in our offices. And there's a great video here about us, our team culture, and some write-ups in the press about our company. And then they could also go here to watch any of our old team meetings, coaching sessions, so on and so forth. So look at that roster if you're ever looking for somebody to help you and partner with you on a deal. So I put that there. That way you guys have that. And let me get back into
And
my slides. Go ahead.
Elias, big shout out to the roster. That's exactly what I did when the client called me back. He said, "Hey, I want to work with you, but do you know anyone who also speaks Vietnamese?" And I just pulled up the roster, found someone on the list, called Lynn, and got the deal because of it.
Perfect. Perfect, man. Well, congratulations. Way to be resourceful. It's there for all of you guys. You don't have to call us and say, hey, who on the team speaks, this language. Just look at the roster and you guys will have all of your answers there. And also, Dan, congratulations. You got another deal in Carmichael for 435. So 2 deals in a week. So congratulations to you, big dog. All right, we're going to go here. Also, Justin got in contract in Martinez on a preferred deal for 550. So congratulations to you, Justin. And let's continue cruising on. Aaron Crisp and Brian, who is a brand new agent of ours. They partnered on a seller lead. And so they got in contract for 899,999. And then Daniela Lopez for 956.25 out in Brentwood. And let's continue cruising on. Jen Oak is enjoying some time away on a much needed vacation, exploring the world. They're in Japan right now. While away, she got in contract for 1.4. They always say, if you want to get busy, put yourself on vacation. And to bring this whole thing home, this is a cool one to talk about. So I actually worked with Jonathan prior to coming to Fast Real Estate. We worked for a marketing company selling timeshare tours for some of the most beautiful resorts in California. And then he got his real estate license, had a couple babies. Come to find out, I didn't even know him and Vernon were our cousins. And so he's kind of been, behind the scenes for a while, but came out of this from behind the scenes and put a $5.9 million deal into contract. They represented the seller. So gentlemen, great to see you. This is a career high for both of you. So congratulations on a $5.9 million listing. Well done, gentlemen. And for where we are right now, you guys, as a team, last week, we combined our 2 weeks of production. It was about 48 new units, $34 million in new production. This week, in just the last, that should change, actually not 2 weeks. In this last week, it was 22 new escrows, a little shy of $20 million in pending. And we want to say congratulations to Ali. Ali's been with us some time, works a different job at the same time, but he was able to move through his advisorship and now he has moved on up. And so congratulations to you, Ali. Looking ahead, there's some cool things that we have on the horizon. Lunchbox Social is going down on March 5th, 12 to 2. And that's going to be at HQ. If you're new to the team, this is just an opportunity for you to come into the office, break bread, socialize, and have some fun. So that is also reflected on the team calendar. Make sure that you guys are there in the office. And now we're bringing back something old, something to the new crowd, something that has always been impactful. What Molly and I are going to do is we are going to do a foundation and prep. And this is March 20th in Oakland from 12 to 2 o'clock. That is also going to be reflected on the team calendar. What is foundation and prep? If you have onboarded with us in the last few months, and maybe you just need some help with understanding where the tech tools are, where our resources are, understanding how to get acclimated with all of our tools, our tech, and all the happenings with inside of the organization, this is the session that you guys need to be at. Now, also, we open the doors to any of you. If you feel like you just need a little bit of additional support, you had some lingering questions, I want to make sure that you get in this room. We'll make sure to provide the highest levels of value for you, that we walk out of this session with clarity. Molly, anything about foundation and prep that you want to share? Thoughts, insights on that?
Yeah, it is a working session. And I am a stickler for that. It's not a session that you're going to attend and say, this is what I'm going to put in place when I leave here. No, you're going to do it there. Hiccups, questions, even if you're a seasoned agent on the team, because I still have our OGs and even our producing agents asking some of, I don't want to call it basic questions, but we've had a lot of tools added to the team. There's been resources added since a lot of our OG agents have been with us. And so it's kind of like, oh my gosh, what's new? Where does this live? Where is that? You guys probably actually, it's beneficial to join in. And it's a two-way street. You're able to learn new things, but also give back to those who are once in your position. Um, if you come, you come. I'm always excited when you take a hold of your business and want to learn, but it is a working session. So bring your laptops and just be prepared to work, learn, ask questions. Again, you don't have to wait until March 20th. Obviously, you can communicate via email and Slack. But these are pretty good sessions. And if you're lost in the sauce, this is one that you probably want to be at. So that's all I'm going to say on that. It is a working session, so do not come empty-handed.
I've been licensed since '01, and I've gone to several of Molly's. They're very, very good. So don't be shy.
That's right. That's right, you guys. Listen, we're going to make sure to provide you guys clarity. We're going to make sure that we're doing the work while we're together and to make sure that you guys understand every single resource that you have available. So like Molly said, you're going to meet us right in the middle. We want to make sure to do this in person, have some fun with you guys. And so looking forward to seeing you there. Also, I want to make this very, very clear. In order for anybody on this call and anybody that will see this in the future, in order for you to receive company generated leads, such as Zillow, Zillow Preferred, Zillow Seller, you have to do your 30-day checklist. And then you also have to get lead certified unless you were exempt because you had prior experience. If you are not exempt, you have to go through your 30-day checklist and you have to go through lead certification. Now, that is on you. You can get through your 30-day checklist in 30 days, or you could take 3 months. That is completely on you. But if you're that person on this call that says, I want my phone to ring, I want some opportunities, I'm hungry for opportunities. We're looking at building that bench. So I'm going to put the pressure on you to say, you know what, take that 30-day checklist, divide and conquer. As soon as you're done, I get notified, we hop on a coaching session. Then once we hop on that coaching session, I put you right into lead certification. You could be done with lead certification in 2 weeks or 30 days. It's completely up to you. But if you're wanting those opportunities, you guys, we have them. But it's going to require you to put some things into motion and make sure that you're following through on that 30-day checklist. I see agents on the team that are here for months and they don't have leads yet. And I look at their 30-day checklist and unfortunately it wasn't done. That's on you guys. So put some pressure on yourself, put some tension on yourself to make sure that that is done. It's entered on there as 5.9. So is it not a 5?
We're working. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. So it's not 5.9 million? Okay. All right. So it's a typo. I didn't know if it was a mistake, but I was going based off the data because I present the data. All right. So I want to share this with you because tomorrow for Keep It Moving, we have a very special guest. And I think Brianna's met Jahi before. Jahi is just such a cool guy. And so a little backstory on Jahi. Jahi used to play linebacker for USC. Then he went and started working as a financial planner for Merrill Lynch and then got into real estate as a lender, is a financial planner, and also sells real estate. Now he works with high profile, high net type of clientele, athletes, as well as entertainers. His average price point is probably hovering between $5 and $7 million, but that's not the point. What he's going to do tomorrow is he's going to do a session for us and talk to us about investing. How do you start as an investor? What are some of the tax advantages as an investor? You know, where do you just at least get the education to begin? So he went from 2017 is when he bought his first property. And as of yesterday, he's now at 26 properties. And so it's somebody that like, you can see that progression. It's only been 11 years, right? But you can see there's less than 10 years, 9 years, but you can see that progression. And most of the properties that he has purchased was from 2020 to 2023, took some time off, but now he's starting to build up that portfolio. That's our guest for tomorrow. Him and I are going to wrap. I have a series of questions that I'm going to ask him, and then we're going to open it up to you guys for Q&A. And so I'll make sure to drop that reel today. Feel free to invite everybody, anybody, open to all, but I want to make sure that you guys get in that room because the best way, and JJ can speak about this, our biggest expense as realtors is taxes. And the way that the wealthy pay less taxes or sometimes no taxes at all is by continuously buying real estate. So we're going to go into that conversation tomorrow. JJ, would love for you to be there, get your contributions, get your insight. I think you guys will vibe very, very well. So Jahi's a super humble dude. He sold LL Cool J's house in Southern California, has a pretty cool portfolio, but the dude is laid back, has zero debt, zero car payment, drives an old car, but he's like, I don't give a shit. I got a portfolio that I'm building wealth on. And he is just a humble, humble dude. And that's kind of like where I live. All the nicest houses on the lake, none of those houses have new cars. But they got a beautiful spread of property. They got a beautiful, beautiful house that's theirs. And so I'm excited for tomorrow. Plus, Jahi wants me to push him to be a public speaker. So I'm giving him the opportunity to do so and keep it moving. So my hope is that all of you guys are there. Spread the word. Be on the lookout in my social media. I'm going to drop the reel in just a couple hours. Any additional questions, thoughts, or contributions before we head out today? That's it? All right, cool.
I'm
Go ahead.
excited for Keep It Moving.
Well, I'm excited for you to come in and do your acting. Blessing, we're going to give you, okay, all the accolades for your last acting in the video. I thought it was wonderful.
Great coach. Patrick was there to give me direction, and, opposite Brianna, how could we not bring it? Like, I have an idea for between the two offices. I'm going to see how to bring out the inner actor in all of us.
It was really incredible seeing like it's incredible. Like just the timing of it. It's like, I'm just proud of you guys, really excited. So I'll see you guys for a little bit here in the office. I'll see you for Keep It Moving tomorrow. Go ahead, Blessing.
Really quickly, we just got the text. I want to thank everyone who voted for our nonprofit. We just found out that we did win for Brentwood. So thank you. And Dutch Bros did win as well. So we're super excited about that. Elias, keep it. But no, thank you.
I'm not a Dutch Bros fan.
Well, it was either that or
you said Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros did
I love
win.
Dutch Bros. I thought you said Death Row.
That's a little before.
What? Yeah, sorry. I didn't have my Dutch Bros this morning. That's why.
Listen, I'll tell you what, I will say it from now until the end of the earth. I don't enjoy Dutch Bros, but I'm glad they won. I'm glad your organization got voted. And so congratulations to you, Blessing. Love to see what you're doing, how you're growing, how you're impacting this world. And so that's all we got for you, my friends. That's all we got. Short, sweet, to the point. Make sure to tap in for Keep It Moving tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the reel on my social today. Please share that on your platforms, and let's pack the house for Jahi tomorrow. And let's sit there like students, take notes, learn, and get ready to get some really, really cool information. So if you need anything in the meantime, you know where to find us. And as always, my friends, make sure that no matter what you do, you be you, but fast. If you need anything, please let us know. Peace.